Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, everyone.
Welcome, citizens.
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship, currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the Peanut Gallery has been watching right-wing information on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It amazes him how all the right-wing weirdos believe in the same phrase that is repeated over and over on those platforms. That phrase being content removed due to misinformation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living in a Truman Show enclosed structure thousands of miles wide. Check it out at enclosedworld.com or just Google Flat Earth Clues. If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at that whole internet business. For those of you listening to this on YouTube and you want to hear the show live as it happens, please go to Truth Frequency Radio for the latest schedule. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Caroline, if it is not October 20th, 2020, then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this. Authority, when first detecting chaos at its heels, will entertain the vilest schemes to save its orderly facade. Who said that? Alan Moore, comic book writer in V for Vendetta. My co-host is lovely. She's sometimes sassy and always the best Flat Earth conference promoter ever. It's Karen B. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Mark.
So, I hear, because I've got a suitcase right next to me, not a very big one because I'm only going to be packing for a couple nights, but I hear there's a conference, the only Flat Earth conference happening in 2020, and it's happening down in your neck of the woods in South Carolina. It's happening in just a few days. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, that would be Flattoberfest. It's happening this coming Saturday on October 24th, 2020 in Greenville, South Carolina. And we are going to have a full day of flat earthing. And Mark's going to be there, and Bob Nodell, Jason Lindgren, Mike Williams, James True, Cammie and Zach have a How the World Works exhibit that they're going to put on. Watson Atkins going to be there with his artwork, and many, many others. Freeman Fly, DITRH, a Jesus Freak computer geek who used to work for NASA is going to be there, and a whole bunch of others. And it's going to be an awesome time.
Right on. I was going to say, this whole thing is maskless. I was going to say topless, but, that's a Friday night thing, and this is a Saturday night thing. So please do not feel like you have to wear a mask in any way, shape, or form. In fact, if you do, you will probably be looked at funny. I'm not going to start throwing stuff at you, but I'm going to point you out, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, ah! So... yeah, and it's going to be at it's at the Shriners Convention Center?
Yes, the Greenville Shrine Event Center. And all the details are on the website at flattoberfest.com.
Right on. And there's still time. I don't know if there's a cap or what we're doing, but as far as many people, but there's still time. And please make your plans, get down there. In fact, there was a guy, TV documentary guy, who was messaging me today. He goes, "Oh, hey, maybe we should talk on Thursday." I was going, you might want to talk early because I'm getting on a plane on Thursday. And then I thought, wait a minute, why aren't you down there? If you're media or if you're doing any sort of documentary, this is your big chance. This is production value right here.
Yep.
Or if you're trolls, come on down. We'll talk to you. Remember, we had trolls down at Dallas in the lobby.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. I don't think they caused too much trouble, but the fact that they were there. I mean, I respect to trolls that will actually make the journey. And then, of course, we had what's his face's guy, Jimmy Kimmel's guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was the fake cripple.
Yeah, the fake cripple. Thing was, and I told you this before, even though he was there with a fake leg cast and all the memorabilia he was wearing and really enthusiastic, he was not the weirdest guy I've seen in Flat Earth ever. So people say, didn't he stick out to you? I was going, not the strangest, not even in the last year, not the strangest guy. But whatever, I give people the benefit of the doubt.
He stuck out to me. I tried to avoid him. In fact, when he came up to talk to you, I just walked away. And it was so funny when I watched the video after the fact. You can see me just walk away in the background. Like he walks up to you and I'm just like, I just turn around and walk the other way.
I mean, when people, yeah, I mean, he wasn't actually mean to me or anything. But he kept trying to cut in on the interviews, and it didn't occur to me. It's like, oh, really?
An annoying.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get cornered by that guy. So
yeah,
saw him coming out. He's leaving.
He emailed me like this year, and I don't know what he's doing now, because he's tied to the show, and as far as I know, the show is really not doing much. But anyway, so yeah. We'll talk about the conference more because I'm sure people will call in with questions. If you have last minute questions for Karen about the conference, please do call in. And if you're media and you want to show up and you want to, be a great story this year. Literally, it's the only really Flat Earth event we're doing.
That's right.
I've got my opening monologue ready. It's fairly brief because Karen wants us to be more interactive. So I will be fielding more questions and really just talking to the audience. In fact, do we have the ability? We haven't gotten that far yet to have that second microphone for the audience people.
Yeah, we'll be able to have people come up and ask questions. We'll have that ability.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or you could fill Donahue it and walk around with a microphone and just stick it in their face.
Well, we're trying to avoid wireless mic problems.
Oh, right.
We'll probably have one, but then as a backup, we'll have wired mics just in case.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Hey, Karen, do you know what the best Flat Earth app is in the world right now?
I do.
Oh, I know you do. Because I've been beating it over people's heads for a while now. It is the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. If every Flat Earther either gifted or at least shared the FE Clock app with just one person every week, the entire world would know the Earth is flat in less than a year. Yeah, it actually tracks faster than the virus. Yeah. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. I gotta get a sound effect for that. But I want to read a real brief email because every once in a while someone will say, hey, can you talk about this on the show? It's like, yeah, sure. Hey, Mark, can you give a boost to Veronica's new Flat Earth book on your next show, please? She's a guest talking on Monday Night Raw with Jaron and the guys there. She is self-publishing, so really needs to the sales. That's not great English. I'm just reading it verbatim, folks. The website is flippingthenarrative.com. I've been there. It's actually a solid website, and a lot of channels are mentioned. And I think I've been there before for some reason. I can't remember why. So flippingthenarrative.com. There you go. So I have a brief rant tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very long. Maybe 5 minutes. maybe less, maybe 6. Not sure. But I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people, I've been hearing this a lot recently, well, actually over the last 5 months about why are people doing this? Why are people going along with everything? Why are the masses just falling in line and doing what they're told? And so I did a little research on this, and something I had looked at years ago, but now it comes full circle, and that is we're kind of hardwired to it. So that's what this little rant's about. You ready, Karen?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. A little glass of water. Not drinking tonight. Trying to stay completely clear-headed because, today's Tuesday. I'm not leaving till Thursday.
I'm drinking coffee tonight.
Really?
I am.
Well, it's late where you are.
Yeah, 10:10.
It's almost, it's not 11:11. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right, so this rant is called 2020, Why People Do What They Are Told. I've spoken with a lot of people since the nightmare of 2020 began and have heard a variety of common themes. How that everything is a hoax, we're all doomed, Jesus will save us, Trump will save us, maybe even that we don't deserve to be saved. One of the themes that seems to get hidden in all the noise and chaos is why so many people are going along with the insanity without any resistance at all. You know who I'm talking about. The sheep, the zombies, the drones, the mouth-breathing troglodytes, whatever you want to call them. They are everywhere, and despite how much pressure and heat are turned up on this civilization, they keep adjusting their daily lives and lurching forward. Or in this case, backward. Yes, it's frustrating to watch. How is it that your friends, family members, and coworkers can't see the giant red flashing lights right in front of their face? How is it that they are comfortable turning on their own? How is it that they are actually helping to tear down their own civilization without wringing their hands and looking to the heavens for inspiration and guidance? The short and brutal answer is that it's built into us. It's not as bad as you think, but then again, it's also much worse. Let's get the good news out of the way first. It is very hard to get a person to actually kill another person. Even as late as World War II, only 20% of the armed soldiers had the nerve to actually pull the trigger and attempt to kill another human being. Most of us have no stomach for it. That, however, is where the mercy ends. Take away the direct hand-on-hand violence, and everything is back on the table. Anyone who has taken a psychology course in college may remember a vague description of an experiment where people were using electric shocks on each other. Officially, it's called the Milgram experiment. And it may not seem like much at first glance, but I think it has become very relevant in 2020. The experiment was first conducted at Yale University some 60 years ago, and it revolves around the obedience to authority. It was initially designed as a way to explain the psychology of genocide. In other words, were the Nazis an unusually cruel group, or does this apply to everyone under the right circumstances? The experiment was simple and ingenious in its design. You sign up for a run-of-the-mill psychology experiment in which you will get paid regardless of the outcome. You meet a supervisor and one other person just like yourself. At least they want you to think. There is no randomness in this little play. Both the supervisor and your fellow lab rat are in on the game. The supervisor draws out of a hat on who is going to ask the questions and who is going to answer them. Your name is picked to ask questions. It was, of course, predetermined. Your teammate goes into another room and is hooked up to a series of electrodes. You can't see him, only hear his voice through an intercom system. You ask your teammate a series of matching questions. If the answer was incorrect, you would administer a shock to the other person with a voltage increasing in 15-volt increments for each wrong answer. The volts ranged from 15 to 450. The shock generator included verbal markings that vary from slight shock to danger, severe shock. The subjects believed that for each wrong answer, the person was receiving actual shocks. In reality, there were no shocks. After the person went into another room, they set up a tape recorder integrated with the electroshock generator, which played pre-recorded sounds for each shock level. As the voltage of the fake shocks increased, the person began making audible protests, such as banging repeatedly on the wall that separated him from the instructor, which would be you. In every condition, the person makes or says a predetermined sound or word. When the highest voltages were reached, your teammate falls silent. If at any time you indicated a desire to halt the experiment, the supervisor was instructed to give specific verbal prods. The prods were in this order: please continue, or please go on. The experiment requires that you continue. It is absolutely essential that you continue, and you have no other choice. You must go on. The professors predicted that only 1 to 3% of all subjects continue and keep upping the voltage until their partner passed out and died. What really happened, though, showed our true nature. During the first set of experiments, 65%, 26 out of 40, subjects pushed the button and killed their teammate with the final massive 450-volt shock, and all subjects made it to at least 300 volts. The professor's conclusion was easy to make and haunting. The extreme willingness of adults to go to almost any lengths on the command of an authority constitutes the chief finding of the study, and the fact most urgently demanding explanation. Ordinary people, simply doing their jobs and without any particular hostility on their part, can become agents in a terrible destructive process. Moreover, even when the destructive effects of their work become patently clear and they are asked to carry out actions incompatible with fundamental standards of morality, relatively few people have the mental resources needed to resist authority. And as the experiment was refined, it got worse. If you conducted the experiment when there was another actor already there shocking another person, then the power of conformity set in, and the chance of you killing the person in the next room goes up to over 90%. This experiment has been repeated many times over the years in different states and countries, and the results are what you might expect. People do as they are told. They bend and break their own personal values if someone in authority asks them to. They follow orders, even if it causes the destruction of the world around them. You, listener, however, are different. If you're listening to this, then you understand right and wrong. Authority has its place, but it can only go so far before you stand your ground. It helps me sleep to know that there are at least a few there in the world carving small caves of sanity out of the madness. Don't forget, however, that when you walk the streets, most of the people around you are not you. They listen to the media and do whatever it says, no matter how illogical. Remember that to most, the media is now the ultimate authority. To quote a favorite movie of mine, we believe the world that is presented to us. And currently, that world is being shaped by the faces on our phones. Remember that, and stand strong, because the next big experiment is right around the corner. This rant, of course, is sponsored by the letters W, T, and F. There you go. Yeah, most people are just freaking cheap. I was going to say lemmings, but we had to deal with that last week. So we're not going to do the whole lemmings thing because I had so many people comment and said the Disney thing was fake. It was fake. It's like, yeah, fine, it was fake, but lemmings do follow each other in herds as much as sheep do. Oh my God. It's like, fine, the Disney company pushed, they forced the lemmings over the cliff. I get it for production value, but I'm pretty sure lemmings go to their doom a lot. That's what producers do. It's like, we need lemmings to die. How are we going to do it? So yeah, most people are absolute sheep. And when I was looking into the details of that experiment, again, the part that got me was the conformity part, where if you saw other people doing it, you were going to do it. Why wouldn't you? It's like, well, it seems okay.
That's just crazy to me.
No, it's not you though. That's what I mean.
No.
There's a lot. There's people, you and me, and a lot of our friends, and people going to the conference. They wouldn't do it, but as you know, there are a whole bunch of people out there that just will just fall in lockstep with anything. I mean, for example, the people that you see driving in their cars by themselves with masks on. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, those guys. They're absolutely at the top of the heap. They're even going above and beyond. It's like, no one told them to wear a mask in their car by themselves. They're just doing it. Can't be too safe.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like you don't even hear people telling you put a mask on anymore. It's just people just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, a
So
lot of it's because they want to fit in, and the flip side is as they don't want to be hassled. They, you don't want to go to a store, and all credit to David Weiss because he's going to buck the system as hard as he can. But for me, I'm the mask thing doesn't bother me because again, I'm waiting for the whole vaccine rollout, whatever it is.
Well, why wouldn't the mask thing bother you if you're waiting for the I don't get it.
Oh, meaning it bothers me, but it only goes so far. Meaning I'm not going to the mask. Yeah, I've said this in other rants. The mask is just to see if you comply.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is just seeing if you're going along with the program. I mean, the mask doesn't make a damn bit of difference one way or the other in terms of health. It's just seeing it. Would people go along with it? Yeah, they would. If an inconvenience it's the whole boiling frog thing. The inconvenience, like you have to wear a mask to get groceries. Well, I need groceries, so I better get a mask, or whatever store it is. But for me, I've done so much shopping online because I don't want to. Every time I wear a mask, it just brings me down. I just get in this bad mood, which is again not real thrilled about wearing a mask on the shuttle and the plane. But it's late night, I'll sleep, and it's for a worthy cause. I'm doing it for you, Karen. That's really why I'm doing it.
I appreciate that, Mark, but I don't believe that you have to wear a mask to fly because Brian flew here without wearing a mask.
I'm going to try. I will. But at the same time, it's a red-eye flight from Seattle. There can't be that many people on there. Every person I've talked to said the airports are basically dead. There's just not a... Anyway, in fact, the airlines are running stories now. It was weird. There's been studies saying that the the filters in airplanes don't do anything, which they don't. And then the Department of Defense came out just recently, said, "Oh no, the airline filters do something." I was like, okay, so the airlines are suffering so badly, they're trying to put their own spin on it, which is silly. People don't understand. It's like that. In fact, I did an interview just a couple days ago where we were talking about this, and no one will respond when I say it because they're drones. And I say, look. I go, the airlines never close. They never ever closed, and the air filters don't do anything. How do I know this? Once again, you guys have heard this before. Because they banned smoking on planes. Long time ago, decades ago. Why'd they ban smoking on planes? Because the filters can't stop smoke. The carcinogens from cigarette smoke. It can't happen. So, because we used to have smoking and non-smoking sections. So, in fact, the pilots you and I have talked to, they've said the same thing. It's like, look, you're making coffee in the back of the plane. The cockpit smells it in 10 seconds. The air filtration system is so fast. And he goes, if you can smell it, well, those particles are even bigger than the virus thing. So the filters don't do anything.
No.
Yeah. But anyway, I will try. But I know I can't get away with on the airport shuttle, which is fine. I'll deal with it. It's fine.
All right. Well,
I'm not gonna
get there. You'll get there and you won't have to wear a mask the whole time.
I know. That's a happy thing. And of course I'll be amongst all our peers.
You're
It'll
gonna
be fun.
Amongst your tribe.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
We will take phone calls when we come back from the break, and there are a bunch that lined up. We will pick up 360-214-813-608-505. Is there anybody? There's 306 might... No, that's Ken's garage. He just likes listening. One of New York out of 516 and California, 916. We will go after all. Oh, I'm scrolling down. There's even more. There's two back-to-back Californias. The phone number to call in will be 213-233-3998. That's 213-233-3998. Where are most people, by the way, staying? Or is it just all over the whole South Carolina conference?
Everybody's kind of all over the place, but a lot of people are staying at the Hyatt Regency. There's some people staying at the Home to Suites. And then there's other people just, I don't know, people are spread around. Everybody's kind of all over the place, which is kind of the bad part, but it is what it is. I don't know what to say about all that. We are having a meetup Friday, though, the 23rd at the park across the street from the venue from 4 to
good.
9 p.m.
Awesome.
Yeah. So everybody who's there the Friday before and has the time can come and meet up at the park, and we can have a meetup beforehand as well.
I'm pretty sure I will have the time because I am a slave to everybody there because I'm not renting a car.
That's right.
So I'm
You're you're at the mercy of Zulu 1.
Yes, or anyone else who's driving me around, although I'm pretty sure Zulu will have a say in that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be tied to his hip. while
Yes.
Doing this.
Yes.
And at night, who knows what I'll be tied to. All right, so phone number to call is 213-233-3998. That's 213-233-3998. Oh, he's bringing his SUV down on this one. You see the pictures? He shined his big black tank up, which is great.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, that'll be really, really fun. All right.
So Friday meet up at the park before across the street, and then after that, if everybody wants to, there is a bar on the first floor of the Shrine Center where they will have karaoke.
Sweet.
So
that's nice too.
Yeah. So there's plenty of good stuff to do the day before. It's not really going to cost you any extra except for whatever you're going to get for yourself. We paid for renting the park across the street. It's got electricity. It's got barbecues. It's got baths.
And you know what else we got? We got music. So
Yay.
we're back in 3 minutes.
No hate, no hype, no fear. We are DFR, your protection from deception.
Welcome back to Strange World Part 2 of 4. It's you, me, and Karen B. And yeah, you know, that was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album, Karen.
Night and Day.
Indeed. Indeed it was. Well, we're going to take some phone calls because this is the last show we're going to do before the big conference.
Yay!
Will we survive it?
I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know.
It's good. It should be fun. You survived the Flattoberfest last year.
Barely.
Yeah. No, this will be fine. I mean, there's more people, more stress. You know, the needs of all the guest speakers. You know, they're all prima donnas anyway.
I know. They won't stay out of my inbox. Ugh.
Oh, I know, right? Divas. God's sakes. Find me red M&Ms and a single lily petal sitting on 100-year-old vodka.
Yeah, right. Everybody's so cool. It's going to be so awesome. It is, but I am stressed out because, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lot to do all this stuff. It's just consuming everything for weeks and, you know.
Hey, we figured out, we muddled through the technical issues last year, so this one should be fine.
This one should be better. The technical problem should be much better. It should be good. This year should be good.
Yeah, this isn't a club. This is actually a pretty polished group. It's doing this. So
yeah. For sure.
All right, let's get to it. We'll pick up this one first. Let's pick up 813. 813, it's you, me, and Karen B. You listening again? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're talking for a minute. How about it, guys?
Hey.
I have a quick question. Do we have an idea what the weather's going to be like, Karen?
Well, I can check and tell you what the forecast.
Peanut, look up the weather for South Carolina for Saturday and Friday.
Well, how's it doing now?
It'll be in the 70s.
Really?
In the high 70s.
Wow.
And the lows will be probably in the high 50s, it says. So not too bad.
Climate change is a myth.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty fair weather last year, too. There were people hanging out in shorts. Remember, Mark?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much the same time it was last year. So.
Right. You know what? I remember going outside and talking to people, and it was pretty warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the South.
All right.
We're good.
South.
Perfect. Looking forward to getting together with you guys. See you in a few days.
Awesome.
Right on. Is that it?
Yep. Have a good night.
Okay. See ya. That was short and sweet. 5:05 out of potentially New Mexico. What's happening?
Mark, Karen, one question. Who's bringing the barbecue sauce?
I don't know. DITRH. Maybe he's gonna make some spicy sauce.
Wait, didn't we have Flat Earth barbecue sauce?
Yeah, David made some. It was hot sauce. I don't know if it was barbecue sauce, but he made hot sauce.
Now I have a craving for barbecue
We probably need a good case for Mark to that Bigfoot thing that he promised a few years ago.
What? What did I promise? That I was going to cover myself in barbecue
Maybe it was
sauce?
more like, you were going to tie yourself to the tree like you usually do on Saturday night. So we're going to put barbecue sauce on you and call it Bigfoot.
Tying myself to a tree, that's a Thursday thing. And usually it's after I mix shrooms and peyote and ayahuasca together.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason why I have to be tied to the tree, because I'm pretty sure I turn into a werewolf when it happens.
Wow. This could be the year. Oh, boy. Well, I hope you guys have a great time. I wish I could be there. And let's see. Oh, I wanted to make a comment on the Submariner show you had. That guy rocked. And really liked that. Balls Pier was really interesting.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into it?
I heard that he may actually drop by the conference, by the way. The Submariner guy.
Nice.
Yeah. He may be a pop-in. So Karen, look for him. You'll remember his name was Carol? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, remember him. If you see an older gentleman that looks like he spent a lot of time in submarines.
Okay.
Because I think it's a pop in. I don't think he's staying for the whole thing. I think he's just coming in. So anyway, what else you have? New Mexico?
That's pretty much it. Just wanted to say hi and wish you the best for the conference. Wish I could be there. And let's see, shout out to Jan.
Yeah. Jan doesn't get a lot of shout outs.
Yeah. Was Jan going to be there?
No, she's out of Dallas, and she doesn't get out a whole bunch. So but she always sends her best wishes. In fact, when we were in Dallas, she had her special courier bring us cookies while we were there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, those cookies were so good.
Yeah, I know, right?
They were so good.
Yeah.
Cookies, Jan's cookies.
Jan.
Well, don't waste them on Bigfoot, that's for sure.
No.
I don't think Bigfoot likes
cookies this year. Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll be listening.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. Keep it flat.
Let's go out to New York. 516. You're on Strange World. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Mark? And just listening, but I just remember something, Mark.
Yeah.
Kennedy Space Center is giving out these little pins when you go and visit that says it's not flat. We've checked. Have you
Seriously?
heard about that?
Oh,
They're giving
I
out pins.
Peanut, look up, see if these
We've
pins are
checked.
out there. Someone's got a screenshot of them somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, that's awesome.
I
The fact that NASA is completely coming
Why would
after
they
us,
do
that's
that?
great.
Yeah, it's a space center. The tour at the Kennedy Space Center
Yeah.
is these little pins. They look like Star Trek pins saying it's not flat. We've checked, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you have heard anything about it.
I've seen.
I've seen them, but not on
Oh.
pins. I've seen them on something else, but I didn't know that NASA officially was endorsing them.
Yeah, they're giving them out on pins if you go on the tour. And I'm like, some people don't even know about flat Earth. Why would they even
Yeah, I
just
know.
open up the gates for that?
Yeah. Well, I've said that about every media group that's over a certain size. Like, you're just helping us. You know, you can condemn us all you want. I mean, seriously, if Anderson Cooper on CNN came out and just said flat Earth is stupid, I wouldn't be happier. because people would be like, what? And because I've gotten a lot of emails along those lines from people that said, I didn't even know it was a thing until my local media person was talking about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
So I just wanted to put that one out there to see if you got anybody in the community have seen it. They're giving them out on the tour. As you go in the bus to go to the space center,
In fact,
they give you these things.
In fact, not only do I see it right in front of me, but it is and I got to grab this one. People that are already selling it on eBay. There's a guy selling one on eBay for $12. and it's just the NASA logo with the red Delta V thing, and inside instead of saying NASA, it says not flat. Oh my God. You couldn't NASA, the word NASA isn't even on there. I don't know who came up with this, but you are absolutely helping us.
But they're giving them out. Somebody got to pay for this to be distributed.
Yep.
This is too much. Somebody has to pay for this. Somebody has a contract to make these pins.
That's awesome.
So who and why?
Yep, that's great.
You know?
That's great stuff. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so you're gonna see more of it. I guess I was arguing with a dude, a teacher, about the encyclopedias before 1959.
Yeah.
They all depict a flat Earth, and he looked it up, and it was true.
Wow.
Bibles, Encyclopedia Britannica and America used to depict a flat Earth, the azimuthal equidistant map, like the Gleason's map.
Good stuff.
And he couldn't believe it because he thought I was an idiot.
Right on, man.
Right before 1959, and all of us after 1959, they were out. They never did use it again. We didn't go into space until 1969. Well, we started before then, but
right.
You know.
Yeah,
but check it out, man. They're doing things behind the scene, and it's kind of weird.
Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any shout outs before we go to the next caller?
Nah, just to you and Karen. You guys enjoy Flattoberfest.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, man. Have a good one.
I'll try and make it to the next one.
Okay. All right. Have a good night. So weird. I couldn't even tell he was from New York. I'm just saying. Let's go to 916. 916. It's you, me, Karen B. You're on the other side of the country, maybe in California. I'm not sure. What's happening? 916. You might be on mute. There's a button on your phone.
916.
916. All right. Do I have to give it her name? Catherine? Catherine, are you listening?
No.
What, I'm not supposed to... What? I got her social security number, date of birth, bank account. What? I have it. You got to remember, I have an agency feed. So I've got like 5 pages to look through right now. And now they're waving me off. It's like, don't talk. Fine, I won't talk.
Are you going to unmute 916?
Yep. Well, Here we go. We're going to mute. Rookie mistake. You hate to see it. Although, in her case, she may have just been listening or asleep or dead. Could be the virus. The COVID probably got her. I'm going to miss her. Yeah. All right. Memorial tomorrow for Catherine out in California. Died while listening to the show. 5. Okay, we're going to go stay in California. 530. It's you, me, and Karen B. I know you're listening.
I am. Hey, guys. How's it going? So, I remember the days of smoking or non-smoking in my early military days in the 80s.
Really? That would have been early. That would have been early 80s.
Yeah. But I do remember.
In fact, they even made fun of it in the movie Airplane, and the sequel Airplane 2, where you could actually still in the movie you could actually get smoking or non-smoking. That was like the big thing, when you went to airports, smoking or non-smoking. Only later did we realize it made no damn difference.
Huh. So that's pretty fascinating that they're giving away those pins. So that just proves they want that out there. The fact that they're giving them away for free and that they don't even want $1 for them, which would easily pay for them if you want to know the truth. So that guy was wondering, about the expense and all that. And because of the job I now currently have, I would love to give you guys a little perspective on how that really goes down. So come with me for a while. So where I work, it's in the cattle company. It's in the cattle business, which, by the way, is going out of business. They're growing beef in labs now. So many of the small guys are closing and have closed since this whole thing started. And there's a lot of beef in Northern California.
Yeah.
Well, these cattle people have a brand that has to go on their cattle. And it has to be inspected. It has to be approved at a state level. And it's got to be a certain size in whatever design they make. And then it has to be approved where it goes in the animal. So when that happens, they also sometimes put them on their ear tags. So there's ear tags that number these cattle that now they become a number. So when they need vaccines and they need stuff like that, they have a record. This cow, they can't name all the cattle Betsy, and all that. They're numbers. So sometimes they'll put their little mark on there, the phone number, if the cattle gets out, that kind of stuff. Well, when you order a tag, you order from, there's about 4 companies that do it in America. And so they're already set up. They make ear tags. So the first time you order one and you got to put your thing on there, it's one plate. And however long that takes, and they have a machine that does it. And once it's made and they make the cast, well, then they make thousands a day anyway. So let's just do this to NASA. So NASA probably has plenty of pins in their gift shops. So they probably got a pretty good contract because they probably have many pins made. And so somebody designed this pin. And so whether it was $100 or $200 to make that first cast or even $1,000, well, once the cast is made, they crank up the machines, okay, and then they produce them. And I guarantee you're probably not looking at more than $1, if not 25 cents, to literally make all those pins.
Sure.
So there it is. So that's just a perspective that I know from what I now currently do, amongst many things I've done in my life. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk. I figured I'd just put that little thing in there. But the fact that they're actually giving them out for free, I say they want the dichotomy. They want the split. They want people talking about it. It's another way to divide the people along with the math. I think it's all going to tie together sitting here with I do think the government's going to come out. I mean, the National Defense Act, or not National Production Act that Trump signed the Monday after St. Patrick's Day weekend, he mentioned that would enable him to have the UN come in. He said it was a beautiful thing. And he even alluded to it, like I said, again, at the debate about them helping us give out the vaccine. So I think you're right. We're going to see what happens, but hopefully you guys have one last straw out there in North Carolina. I just sure wish there was going to be one in California. That's all. I wish that there was going to be one.
Well, you never can tell. I'm hoping that this isn't the last, not just Flat Earth event, but the last event in the United States.
I know, right?
That's we'll see.
Well, and you guys, I've shared. I'm in the scriptures, and I honestly think the Book of Revelation is coming to pass, and in the seals that I think are coming off. What if this COVID's part of the lie to hide the amount of people God said is going to die anyway? And what better way to fool Christians or people that know the Bible than to not really hide the deaths, but to make them say there's something else? Because people are dying. So that's a very good tactic.
But not in the droves that. Here's the thing, and I've done rants on this.
I just don't think we're there yet. I think they're working up to it.
Could it happen eventually where they roll out a second wave of something, and that's what really drops people in the streets? Yeah, maybe. But
and I still think 5G is part of it, Karen. I agree with you. I think that Wuhan thing, when they cranked it up 60 megahertz, is going to have bearing. It's going to have results on the children, and then they're going to get to say COVID affects the children now, and that will make people more crazy. They know what they're doing, But I still say God's in control. And so I'm going to stay calm, and I'm going to encourage everybody to make that stand. Evil only succeeds when good people do nothing. And when I say good people, nobody's really good. We've all fallen short and done things we're ashamed of. But, eventually God will give you another chance. And if you realize that he can use even a sinner like me, well, that's all he's asking for is faith. And that's all faith is that will you believe God? I mean, it's hard to believe, but it's the truth. Because I started going down a bad road not too long ago. Well, 20 years ago. But I'm glad I turned around and came back. So, it's... there's echoes of my past that come back and reverberate, but I think I have victory, and it's through the peace of God. It really is.
All right.
So,
groovy.
Yeah. So, there you go. So, shout out to everybody I've listened to over the 6 years now. My goodness. Jaron, who I've met, Doc Michaels, who I've met, Mishka, who I've met, Patricia Steer, who I never met, but I still think about her because of that story you narrated for her, Karen. I still think that was an awesome thing you did. And that's good. Jake, if you're out there listening, and that's it. Peace out. Oh, Zulu one and Ace McLeod. All right, I'm out. Peace out.
All right, have a good one. See ya.
Good night.
Let's grab one more before the break. Let's grab, this is going to be a fun one. 360 up in my neck of the woods in Seattle, Washington. Who is it?
It's everyone's favorite Dottie. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, Dottie?
Well, my night is totally thrown off because I'm always first caller, and then I was first caller, but then I disconnected my stupid Bluetooth, and so I dropped the call and had to jump back in. So now I'm just totally thrown off because I was prepared to go first, and now here I am
it's
a million.
Okay, Dottie. You got to roll with it.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
You're getting ready. You're going to be heading out on Thursday morning?
I fly out tomorrow at midnight, so I'll be arriving Thursday morning. Yeah.
Wow. Very excited.
Very excited. I have close to 100 of my silly little domes in my bag. So that was really fun going to the airport last year because, like, obviously I knew they were going to look in my bag because it looks incredibly weird on the scanner. And so, yeah, they're going to definitely.
You're packing it with 100 little vials of plastic explosive? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when the lady, she's like, I'm gonna have to look in your bag, and I was like, yeah, I would be surprised if you didn't. And she just kind of looked at me weird, like, what's wrong with this bitch? Okay. But yeah, I'm super excited. Can't wait. It's gonna be just really great.
Do me a favor when you get there Thursday morning, because I'm not leaving until Thursday night. Shoot me an email or a phone call or a voicemail or something, letting me know how the whole, because you and I are, doing identical security things. Let me know what it's like doing the whole SeaTac to South Carolina thing.
Yeah, I definitely will. Yeah, I have a layover in Georgia, but yeah, I'm going to try what Brian Staveley did and, use the medical exemption and not wear a mask. I'm getting to the airport way, way earlier than necessary, just in case they, try to delay me or anything like that. But I'm going to be polite and I'm going to stick with my guns and not wear a stupid mask. So yeah, I will definitely let you know how it goes. But yeah, I think it'll be fine because flying so late, like, there should only be like 5 people on the plane. So
exactly.
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I will run into, I think, on Thursday or I'm sorry, Friday morning. Are you gonna be with Zulu when he picks me up?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he is forcing me to go with him everywhere. So yeah.
He's like that. He's such a bully.
I know, exactly. It's all because I said I was bringing leggings, and so now he's not going to leave me alone. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. That's awesome. Can't wait to see you and everybody else, but looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be the best. The best ever.
Mostly because Karen's promoting it. But don't tell her that. She'll get a big head.
I really hope everybody does have a great time. I mean, that's really what I want. This is, people are asking me about, what about media? What about this? I'm like, I'm not even thinking about media. I'm not inviting media. This is for us.
Trolls, if you're listening, call the media because I am 90% sure this is going to be a super spreader event. And
stop it.
The National Guard should be there. What?
Don't give them any ideas.
Oh, come on. It would be awesome. Are you kidding? I love the fact that Sturgis was condemned. It didn't stop them. They still did Sturgis, and I don't think they're going to stop us either. But it's like, come on, bring it.
Going to stop us.
What do you got?
There's no stopping the Flat Earth.
There's no stopping us. There's no stopping. What, you guys never watched Breakin'? It was an 80s movie about breakdancing.
Definitely not.
No one does it better. Seriously, you should listen to it.
Just brought that up.
I'm going to send you the link. Oh, hey, we're going to break. So say goodbye, Daddy.
Bye, Zulu.
See you in a couple days, Dottie.
Check wallet for his name. His face is in the muck. I think his zipper's stuck.
Truth Frequency Radio is your number. This is Truth Frequency Radio.
The wicked ones obviously under heavy Masonic influence.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. And yeah, that was Hyper with We Control. Rounding out a huge musical thing we were doing. First, we had the 3-hour Justin Bieber marathon, followed by the Taylor Swift Hour of Power. Now we're playing all your cool jazz favorites because it's late. Okay, let's do... What are we doing? Picking up some phone calls. Let's do 470 out of perhaps Georgia. Georgia, have we picked you up, 470?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, hello, Mark Sargent and everybody. It's nice to be on here. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I will be going to see you guys this weekend at the Flattoberfest. Excited about that.
Right on.
Not too much of a drive for me. What I like to say is what I like most interesting about the flat Earth concept is, there's a lot there to look at. I get it. We can only see so far, and then we can see better with the type of optics. But the most intriguing thing about the flat Earth is the sun and the moon. And I've listened to a lot what you guys had to say about it. Still a little confused, but what I like to point out almost every day, at least when the moon's in the sky, is that you can basically point to the sun and the moon, making almost an acute angle, if not a perfect acute angle, which is less than 90 degrees. So given that the moon would be in a particular phase where you wouldn't see the entire thing lit up, given the fact that you can point to both the objects, make an acute angle, and you're basically standing on the Earth, it's the biggest mystery of where's the rest of the moon? How is the Earth blocking it? So it's one of the best things I like about the mystery of the flat Earth.
Nice.
Very interesting.
Nice. That's a fairly rare one for most people. Most people, it's long distance photography or gravity versus the vacuum of space, or one of the other things. But no, glad that's what gets you. Great.
Yeah. Well, all the other sort of things they make sense to me, just like any other flat earther. And what's the other thing? Yeah, the other thing I like is given how big they've described the sun as being, this gigantic star, how it's just engulfed basically where we live. The light. I'm pretty sure you guys mentioned we should always see light, because no matter what, the sun's shining, no matter what, how can we ever have a day and night with it being so large? So, again, those couple of things I like to mention all the time to new people.
Oh, thanks.
And well, I'll keep it short. Hopefully I can check in next time and give some more to say. And well, thanks to everybody in the Flat Earth community. Keep going, doing what you guys doing. Hello, Karen. Hello, Mark Sargent. Hello, everybody. See you all this weekend. I'm excited.
All right, man. See you then.
Thanks.
Yep. Let's go out to, here's a long distance call all the way down in Argentina. I think that's a country. Argentina, you're up. What are we doing?
Hey, Mark. Well, I'm just listening, but because
you're
of
just
the last
listening
caller,
from Argentina? What do you got? Free long distance?
Yeah, sure. No, just Skype.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That makes it cheap. So this guy that was mentioning the sun and the moon, something that I can't really wrap my head around is, you see when we see the moon, like exactly half of the moon in the sky?
Yeah.
That means that the sun is forming an angle of 90 degrees between the moon and the Earth. You follow me?
Yeah, sure.
So in that case, I can't see how we wouldn't be able to see the sun from a spherical Earth, Yeah. And the further away you put the sun, it should be more and more visible. I don't know if I'm coming through, but that's something that's really weird to me, if we were living on a sphere. No,
I hear you. I'm glad you're questioning it. That's awesome. What are the odds we get two of those sun spherical things in a row?
No. In fact, I was going to say let's go to the next caller, but this guy talked about the angle of the moon, and I remember that, and I think that's interesting because I don't think it would be possible, Yeah. So long live flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth, man. All right, have a good one. I will put you
See ya,
on
Mark.
mute, so I
Thank you.
won't kick you off. Listening from Argentina. That's dedication right there.
Wow.
Let's do 980. 980. It's you, me, and Karen B. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
This is not Karen. This is actually her son, Robert.
I know he didn't say that you were Karen. He said it was him and Karen. You're
What-
talking to.
Okay, first off, it's late. What are you not doing in bed, young man? Second, this is a show filled with drugs and violence and all sorts of sexual situations. Basically, all the ratings things. What are you doing? You should be watching something wholesome, like.
I have to tell you that Mom hasn't told you yet that I wanted her to tell you, so I'm going to tell you it myself.
What? What is it?
What do you call a European Asian Bill Nye?
Oh God. Is this going to be racist? What?
No,
What?
Bill Nye the Russian spy.
Good. It's good. You come up with that on your own?
Yes.
All right. Well, normally I'd say don't quit your day job, but you're too young. How old are you? How old is he, Karen?
Robert.
Robert,
Yes.
pay attention to your mother. How old are you?
He's 10.
Oh, I remember when I was 10.
He's 10, but he's almost 11.
Wow.
Like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to be 11.
Good for you. That's awesome. So I can win. Well, that's not close. See, if you were 11, I'd say come to the conference and I'd buy you shots. But you're not. You're only 10. So it's going to have to be just beer.
Nice.
Well, cool. No, thank you. Thank you very, very much for calling in. I was actually staring at the name. I was going, why is this no? I was gonna pick it up no matter what. I was thinking, is somebody trolling me? And it turns out I'm being trolled by a 10-year-old. Great. Really, really good.
Troll.
Anything else I can do for you, Robert?
No.
All right.
All right.
Just in the just to be transparent, I am not going to put in the show notes that a 10-year-old called the show because you're tied to, you're a family member of one of the hosts. So it doesn't really count. But thank you. Thank you for that. All right. All right, now get off the phone and go
get ready for bed now.
Yeah, do something. Go to the internet.
Okay.
Click on some weird sites you're not supposed to click on.
Don't
Bye-bye.
tell him that.
I got on TV again, Mom, by the way.
Yeah. Don't remember. Don't listen to Mark. Don't listen
Remember,
to what he says.
The internet. Get your mom's credit card number. Do whatever they say. Okay. Let's go to. Oh, it's out in Washington. West Coast, flipping all the way back over the West Coast, Washington, 425, Halls Lake, maybe?
Oh boy, Mark. This is the guy that, you're the smoothest flat earth guy,
I do know.
It's Mr. Smooth because I'll tell you, I've been listening since our last call, and you're kind of tipping your hat to me, man, or the comment, that is.
What's on your mind this evening out in Halls Lake?
Hey man, big shout out to the conference this weekend. I hope you guys have a great time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and you guys are doing a great job. Karen wanted to give you a shout out for that video on the sun travel. I guess a couple weeks ago after we talked last, you posted that, and that was a really good clip. I really enjoyed that. So.
Oh, thank you. You mean the Equinox one?
Yes, I do. That's right.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. And you guys are doing a great job. You're awesome hosts. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Dan, as you know, Mark, up there, George the Anacortes way there on the north side there.
Yep. Dan Fosso.
Yeah, we've been hanging, and we want to invite you in for a hang one day. So hope you can make it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Cool, man. We'll shout out big time, and you guys have a blast this weekend.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Mr.
All right,
Smooth.
bye-bye.
Good night.
Yep. He said I was a good host. That's great. No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's 11.
Yeah, let's.
No, I knew I'd see it. I had to let you know. Because remember 10:10, you said, oh, it's not 11:11 yet, but we'll get there. And now we're there.
Dun, dun, dun. 11:11. That reminds me, I got to get a clock radio next to my bed. I wake up and I have no idea what time it is. I keep forgetting to take the phone and put it on the nightstand. And it's discerning. All right, let's talk about phone number to call in, by the way. The phone lines are now, we've caught up. Imagine that. So it's your chance to call in. Last time that you may hear from either Karen or I after the drone strike hits the Shriners building. I'm not saying there's one scheduled. I'm just saying it could happen. Phone number to call in is 213-233-3998. That's 213-233-3998. Operators are standing by. And by that, I mean the entire fourth floor of this agency building that scans everybody. And we know where you are. Let's pump up the conference one more time. This Saturday in Greensville, South Carolina. Saturday.
Yes, Saturday. October 24th. It's Flattoberfest stock.
Oh, sounds like so much fun. Seriously, it's the only Flat Earth conference that I am attending this year because there weren't any others because, the whole apocalypse.
Yeah, because of the whole,
dystopian, Orwellian.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're just, it's just, But anyway, Greenville, South Carolina, you don't have to get up very early. That's what Flattoberfest is all about. In Dallas, what was the first session? Was it 8:30 or 9 or something like that? No. First session here is at, when do you open the doors?
We're opening the doors at noon, okay? And then we're going to start shortly after that. So.
Yeah, so you guys can even have it like an early lunch or a brunch, although it's more of a Sunday thing.
Dr. Law says he's going to bring his walk and do stir fry in the parking lot
nice.
Starting at 11:30. So he'll serve lunch for donations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really great.
And
Again,
the cafe inside the place will be open too. I mean, there's going to be 300 people there. So I think the tickets have sold we're up to 300 now. So
great. Again, for an impromptu little thing that you just decided to put together. I mean, well, let's face it, Flattoberfest last year was bigger than I thought it was going to be, and the venue was, this painted black club, but it was good. It worked out really, really well.
Yeah. Last year Flattoberfest had 200 people, and it was the second biggest conference, and that was a year when there were conferences going on.
Exactly.
So this year, this is it. We're like the only game in town, really.
And even with travel restrictions, people dying and zombies and locusts and the Kraken, even with all that, still hundreds of people are showing up. Great.
We're making it work. So
I probably should have put this in the speech. My speech is called "Did Flat Earth Polarize the World?" But what I kind of wanted to say, but I'll say it here, is if any group could pull off a no-mask conference during this, it's Flat Earth. Yes. Nobody else could do this but us. Everybody else is just suffering and dying. I mean, no one can do any big gatherings, but no, Flat. So thank Karen a whole bunch when you run into her. One knee will do. You don't have to use two knees. And, kiss the ring. Karen, make sure you wear a ring.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You have to kiss my ring. You just have to have a good time. Just show up and have a good time. And
positive and bow to her and chant, "We are not worthy."
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What? You did a great thing. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Back over to the other side of the country. We're going to ping pong this baby to 914. Could be New York. Might not be New York. Is it New York?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, this is Rachel, New York Truth.
Hey.
Rachel.
Hey, what's going on? I never called Mark's show, and I know it's Karen's show. I've called Karen a lot. But I just want to say it's going to be an honor to meet you, Mark. You are the one who got me into Flat Earth. I think it was like 13 or 14 or something. And I got a Flat Earth Clues. And that led me to like the moon landing stuff and then Eric Dubay.
Yeah.
And it just started like going from there. But like I was into the 9/11 stuff a million years ago, but in terms of Flat Earth, you're definitely the one that got me into Flat Earth.
Oh, nice.
And I just want to
say
thank you for that. And it's been like an honor to meet you. And on the terms of I'll be at Flatfest. And the thing is, it's Flattoberfest. It's not even about Flat Earth. It's not even about the presenters. It's about, let's face it. We are the elite now because the whole world is a bunch of brainwashed zombies, and we're not. Yep. But it's not even Flat Earth. It's the truth movement anyway, because we know that this is all tying together. It's not, it's not like, oh, you're Flat Earth, you're a Mandela, this is all together. The COVID thing is, or, the beer virus, that's just the pinnacle that made everyone else see that, oh my God, something's going on. So like people like me that have been talking about this shit for like 20 years, and everybody's laughing at me, they're not, the same people that are wearing masks now, and because I work in a high school, I talk to teachers and stuff. Yeah. They know I say stuff on a daily basis, because right now I'm actually walking in their class twice a day and spraying chemicals all over the place, like on the desks.
Oh, right.
And it's just, I got a backpack sprayer that electrifies the particles, the chemical particles. So it's electrified static chemicals. It's not just good old fashioned regular chemicals, and it's airborne. It's ridiculous. Like, it's bad for me. It's bad for the custodians right now. But the whole thing is I go into a class like every single day, twice a day. And I say, if a guy didn't eat a bat for lunch in November last year in China, we wouldn't be doing this. What if he had like a bagel? And like so they start laughing at stuff, and they know it's stupid, and they know it's unbelievable, but they're still terrified.
Yep.
Because it all comes down to some people will never admit that the government would lie to them. The government and the media, they don't even know them that the media is the government's, puppets, They don't even know that. So there's no way that they're going to think the government and the media would lie to them. So no matter what, they're going to believe it. Like my boss today, my boss is just like, oh, I heard there's another Rona that came from a pig.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What next? What next?
Yeah,
like
the rumor mill
everyone laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone laughs, but they still believe it.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to say the whole truth movement now is united. We're like, I just thought of this today. This is going to sound bad, right? But
right.
The Illuminati crap. The Illuminati, they say like, oh, that we're the profane. Like we're the Illuminati, we're the enlightened ones, and all the rest of their profane. And though is like, if people are stupid enough to get fooled, let them be fooled.
Right.
Like let's not feel bad about it. And everybody always says like, oh, some won't make it, and Madonna had the thing like some won't make it, or Lady Gaga or some bullshit, right? And they're saying like someone won't, a lot won't make it through this test and stuff. This might actually be a test. This sounds zany, but I mean, what's not zany right now?
Right.
This could be a test where like, who is the profane? Who is the profane? Who are the people that are believing our bullshit. And so the spotlight's on us now, like crazy, because we're the ones not wearing masks.
Yep.
So we're the actual, in their eyes, we're actually cool, which is insane.
Right.
We're cool in the eyes of the Illuminati because we're not stupid like the profane who believe everything.
Yeah.
Because they mock us all the time. They mock us, and they want to see who would believe it no matter what. Like somebody in the Bronx, a tiger in the Bronx Zoo getting it, and Tom Hanks and his wife's blood are going to want to go into the vaccine. They couldn't make it more obvious that they're mocking us, right?
Right.
So we are the ones who continually say it's bullshit, and then everyone else is the profane and just believes. So in some sadistic way, we're getting pointed out. Well, we're getting pointed out and we're getting singled out, but it might not be for the reasons we think. We might think we're going to get singled out to be like taken away, before other people, but maybe it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You know
No.
maybe
I absolutely hear you.
Maybe they'll give us an application for the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just saying everyone thinks
I
thinks that
jump
we're
on
going to want
application that quickly though. And yeah, you got a point there.
I don't mean like F them for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but everyone thinks it's the opposite. We're like, they're going to come for us first and put us in camps and stuff. I think it might be the other way around. If it even gets to that, because their whole thing is deception, and everything could be fair porn. Everything could be fair porn. We don't know. So, well, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys Saturday.
Okay.
Or Friday.
See you, man.
Friday.
Yeah, right on.
And no mask on the flights. We do what Brian says. No mask. Okay,
Right.
see you then.
See you then.
Bye.
Yeah, you might have a point there. I mean, the Illuminati overlords that I answer to on a regular basis, they gave me a thumbs up the other day. Well, it wasn't so much a thumb because they're lizards, so it's like more like a claw. So it's like, but whatever. You get my point. They seemed pleased. At least I can never tell the way they blink. Whatever. Should we pick up a quick call? Tell you what. I got you. We got 3 minutes to the break. Can you do whatever you have to do in 3 minutes? 8:03.
Yes. Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Karen.
Hey, Dr. Law.
Yes, I had to call in. Just want to let you know I'm getting my stuff ready. I'll be bringing my adjusting table. I'm going to do the lunch, try to get everything ready by 11:30 until 1 or 2, and then I'll go in there and do some adjustments while you guys are talking, and then I'll do dinner starting around 5 o'clock. So I hope to see everyone there. It's going to be a great time, guys. Thanks, Karen, for doing this for us again. We can't thank you enough. And Mark, can't wait to meet you again, brother.
all right. Hey, looking forward to it. Should be a blast.
Right. Yep, and all proceeds, guys. Again, it's going to go to the activism here that we do in South Carolina, in South Kakalaki. So please come out and support us. And Karen, I got your pad thai ready, and or fried fish, whichever you want. Okay, you too, Mark.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay. See you then.
Thank you.
Phone number to call in is 213-233-3998. That's 213-233-3998. This will be your last chance to call in. And right now the board is, we caught up. So, and remember, we're hoping to do a show next Tuesday. We may not. Why? Because of the ensuing tragedy that may befall us. Oh, I'll miss everyone. Yeah. What else, Karen? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do. We got 30 seconds.
30
Flattoberfest.com.
Yeah.
Tickets are still available.
Tickets are still available. Just a few left though. It's really crazy that it's actually kind of close to selling out almost.
Well, even if it sells out, though, come anyway. Because as you know, with any conference, we have people that just come and hang out in the parking lot or the lobby.
Yeah. Well, and we'll, things have kind of loosened up a little bit. We may be able to I know we'll be able to take some people at the door,
Okay.
local, and you can make it. We can take you at the door if you have cash.
Ooh, down that. I'll take cash at the door, too, for a completely different and more terrifying reason. Hint, it involves spanking. Mike's still on?
Real people, real radio. Wherever you are, make it TFR. Truth Frequency Radio.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 404. It's your last chance, maybe the very last chance to talk to Karen and I, because we may not survive Flattoberfest Palooza stock.
Oh, man.
300 flat earth lunatics, all in one building without masks.
Yes, that's right.
And then we spread out across the country, hence the super spreader label. We're
right.
reckless. We're just, we might as well be terrorists.
Mark, are you trying to sabotage my event?
No, not at all. I'm trying to use, well, you got to remember, I used a lot of jabbing things in the last book I wrote. And, like we already got the children and just a lot of things that, trying to poke. And this year, the media is so hypersensitive about anything. I mean, this would be a great story to cover. Flat earthers are throwing a conference. They're not wearing masks, and it's flat earthers. I mean, you can't ask for something better. Find me a better story than that. It's better than Sturgis. Sturgis is like, try to interview people that are riding around on motorcycles. It's tough to do. Plus, they want to punch you. So, anyway. We got some phone calls. Let's grab this one. 214 out of Texas. 214. What are we talking about?
You guys better come back.
We'll come back, Jen, weather permitting.
I'm making a threat, too. You better come back and tell us about your time. Those of us that get to go.
I'll call you from the spaceship that picks me up. How about that?
Well, how kind of 505, I think his name is John, to say hello. And he and I and a bunch of us will be there in spirit. And, I wasn't going to rant, but that guy got me stirred up. That was a good point. But think about that shoe bomber. It happened on my birthday. And
really?
Aren't we taking off our belts? Yes. And aren't we taking off our belts and shoes and all that because of that creep?
Yeah, and it was fake.
Absolutely. And what the hell is this? Pardon my French. Yes. And a special investigator. He came down to a conference here in Dallas, and he bucked it. He was in Pennsylvania, and they took him off into a little room. And that's what they do. And so I don't know. It just it's a lie, but that's what Satan is, a liar. So
yep.
And your son, Robert, I thought he was about 12 or 13. So
don't tell him that. He'll get a big head. 13.
Oh Oh gosh. Well, you guys do have a great time, and Mark, you've been doing this a long time. I hope you keep doing it.
Yeah, well. 2015 was quite a beginning.
It really was, wasn't it? That was
Yeah.
our first year. Yes. We
Well,
were on
actually, flat Earth years are kind of like dog years or cat years. Time does move extremely weird. I mean, 2015, I look back some of the stuff now. It's like, wow.
Feels like ages ago.
It does. It really, really does. We had no idea what we were doing in just about any aspect, and now, and remember, we were so media hungry, and now it's like, yeah, just throw it on the pile, whatever. Magazine, TV stuff. Who? I don't even want to talk. I don't even get up out of the morning unless it's Anderson Cooper. So.
Right. You know, and I personally, because this is the elite know the truth, and I personally believe that George Norrie knows it's flat too, and got you out there at the beginning. Absolutely, he does, and it's just a private affair, and commoners need not apply. So, and I know you got butterflies, Karen, and they must be fun flying around in there.
Oh yes.
No, she already's done a conference. This one's not going to be.
No, but it's different when you're in charge of everything. It's different.
That's true. That's true. Well, you have lots of people that'll help you. I mean, the Flat Earth community is really good about chipping in. So
yeah, I do have lots of help, lots of great help, and lots of great people who are going to be attending and speaking. So
yeah.
Well, you guys
I'm not really helping. I just want to make sure there's a star in my door. That's really all I care about. And fresh flowers changed hourly.
Mark, are you going to get to post what you say?
Am I get to what?
Are you going to get to post what you say?
Oh, my speech? Oh, yeah. I mean, I've got my speech is really, really short, but yeah. I'm sure somebody's going to be recording this, so.
Yeah, and I think I am going to be able to, at the very least, live stream it on my. I'm going to live stream it. I think I'm going to be able to multi-stream it to YouTube on Unveiling This Realm, not Karen B, because I still can't stream to that channel, but I'll be able to stream to Unveiling This Realm and my D Live and possibly Facebook at the same time.
Oh, great! Oh, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, that's great. So, well, you guys have fun, and see you next week.
All right.
Okay.
See you, Jan.
All right, Jan. Take care.
Bye-bye. Yeah, we probably won't talk to her again because,
Because you really don't think you're going to make it out alive, or what?
Oh, no, I might. It depends. I'm actually when I was looking, through my speech notes, and I was thinking that in the future, kind of like you remember the movie 12 Monkeys? In the future, they keep sending people back to figure out what went wrong. And I keep thinking they're going to send people back and like look for the army of the 12 Monkeys, and they'll be looking and they'll find only us. It's like, what? The army of the flat Earth? What? So I think that time travelers actually might show up to the convention. I would love it if time travelers actually did.
Time travelers.
Yeah. Remember Bruce Willis in the
okay.
12 Monkeys? I watch a lot of movies. That's pop culture reference time, people.
I remember 12 Monkeys, yes.
I know, you were like 3 when that movie came out. All right, let's do... You know what? Let's bring this guy in. Let's bring in, because I'm sure he's got an opinion on something. Let's bring in Master Gunner, Brian Burton. Master Gunner, are you there?
I am.
What's happening, man?
Oh, not a thing. The world's grand. Peace is all around the world. And
friends, what's really happening?
No, everything's good where I am. But I am upset over this
censorship.
The censorship crap. Yeah. Because you saw that video I sent you a couple days ago, right?
The doctors.
The doctors, yeah.
Yeah, so there was another group of doctors. They weren't on was that Capitol Hill? That was another.
That was Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
I saw that.
Yeah, and they're going through the same thing that the other doctors said. It was like, look,
yep,
it's not that big a deal. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
and,
I shared it on Facebook, and the fact checkers said it was false.
Yeah, and the media mainstream did not give it an ounce of attention, and then the video was blocked, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yep, it was blocked.
Yeah.
For misinformation or something like that. The standard YouTube thing.
Yeah, if you're not towing the mainstream line when it comes to the virus, you run the risk of getting cracked, on the head. In fact,
Yes.
I think it was DITRH was telling me just recently that a whole bunch of channels, truther channels, got taken down.
Yeah, a bunch of them did get taken down.
Yeah.
Amazing Polly got taken down, who I watched her for quite some time. She did some really good work as far as doing like the background connections between all these people and their web of deceit between their different departments and corporations and their deals,
Yeah.
And her channels got shut down.
And, people whose channels have been usually resistant, they know what they're doing. They know how to get around strikes and community guideline things, like SGT report.
Yeah.
Gone.
Down too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you heard what the big tech guys said today, right?
No.
Well, they had a response that, they're trying to prevent, what do they call it? Election fraud or whatnot. And after the election, they will readjust their algorithms. They actually said that. Thank you, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, and don't forget, we haven't even brought it up in this show, and that is a week from where are we?
13 days.
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah.
So next week we're, is the post-convention thing where we recap the convention, provided we make it back. Okay, well, it could be Aaron. And then the week after that, we are doing the election live because the election is on the 3rd. And we are going to be covering all the carnage and spectacle, bread and circuses, which is the American election. That's 2 weeks from tonight.
I'm totally not. I'm getting everything I need to make sure I don't have to leave my house for at least a week.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, and that's good. That's good advice right there.
I actually took off work for a week. For that
Yes.
week, I actually took off work.
Yeah, don't go anywhere the week of the election. I mean, in fact, I have got backup plans. So in case, even if the airports got locked down when I was down South Carolina, I would still have a full week to 10 days to get home driving.
See, I'm not even worried about all that crap because ain't
Or
nothing gonna
hitchhiking
happen around where I am.
for sex.
Well, I'm just going to watch the carnage through all the media and all that because it's going to be a fun week. No matter who wins or loses, it's just going to be a
Oh yeah, it's the Super Bowl. It's everything rolled into one. You will not see an election with higher viewer ratings than this one. In fact, the viewer ratings will be off the scale. It'll be higher than most sporting events, World Cup type stuff.
And your prediction is they will not call it, right?
Can't call it that night. It'll be disputed. Has to be disputed.
Yeah, I bet you it will be disputed too. I believe it.
And I think different networks, well, come on, there's only Fox on his side. I think
They'll
that
all be
Fox will
reporting
call
different
differently.
results.
The what?
They'll all be reporting different results. That's what they've done
Exactly.
before. I've watched them. I've literally watched them all report different shit
Yeah.
Yep.
simultaneously.
Well, that's because here's the thing that people don't realize. For all those news things to get, all they do is they ask the people coming out, who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for? And then they take a percentage of that.
Right.
Because they're not counting by the time those polls, let's see, Washington's 9 o'clock at night, which is 11 o'clock my time.
Well, 11 o'clock.
Midnight on the
Eastern.
East Coast. So that's LA and California and all that. And they haven't counted those yet.
Yeah. And the whole West Coast is left.
Yeah.
All the way up. California, Oregon, Washington.
You still got Hawaii and Alaska.
Oh, right. The freak states.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about those guys.
Yeah. Those non-continental ones.
Yeah, they don't really count.
Yeah.
I mean, even the airlines, it's like you can fly anywhere except for Alaska and Hawaii.
I'm still trying to figure out why Alaska's locked down.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, don't they wear face masks year round because it's so damn cold?
Well, at least half the year they are.
Yeah, why would you lock down? I mean, are they taking pride? It's like, oh, we've only had 3 people die or something like that. Whatever. In fact, I had I got in sort of a little bit of a heated discussion yesterday with an interview where he was saying that he knew a whole bunch of people. You know, he had people that died, and in fact, my friend said she knew people. She was on the whole bandwagon, the virus bandwagon, and she said she knew people that had the sniffles, and she knew people that were in bed for like a week to 10 days. And I said, anyone die? And she goes, no. I go, what's the big deal? I go, look, people get the sniffles, people get the flu. That's all we're really talking. And if you're, over 80 and you have, hypertension or diabetes or heart disease or lung cancer or whatever, you don't want to be catching anything anyway. So,
well, for full disclosure, so one of my customers that I know and I talked to about a month ago, he got the COVID, and he was he got sent to the big hospital in the big city and everything else for about a week.
Yeah.
He came in a week later. After that's about 2 weeks, he came in. He was okay. His wife was doing better too. And he came in, got his stuff and all that. He was doing good. He's about 85, 90 years old, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, older guy.
Surprised they didn't take him out. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
yeah, why not pad the numbers a little bit more? Yeah.
I saw a report on the news real quick about since you're on the COVID crap. Some lady died on an airplane.
Oh, that little story
in July.
That just came out?
In July.
Yeah, and she had severe underlying circumstances, so why was she on the plane in the first place? And if she died of it, doesn't that mean she had it before she got on the plane?
Yeah.
Right? It's not like it was a domestic flight.
3 months ago?
It was 3 months ago?
July. It was July.
Why are they talking? Oh, they're talking about it now because the
point.
airlines are desperately trying to get people to fly.
Mm.
And the flight numbers are going up. There are some more people flying out there because why the hell not? Me included.
Well, like you was saying, people will follow, their authority, but only to a point where they get bored.
Yeah.
Or get to the point where they're going, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Your little experiment only lasted, 30 minutes or so, probably, that they did, tested on? Yeah, you do an experiment for 10 months. Trust me, being somebody who's been deployed for a year, after a couple months, you start to go, what the hell are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, that story was just hype. In fact, I saw it initially on another channel and then leave it still on CNN. Yep. In fact, there's the headline. A Texas woman died on a plane of COVID in July.
What?
Why? Yeah. Yep. Why release this story at all? Except to, again, just be afraid. Be afraid. It's okay. First off, it was July. Second, and then when you open it up, of course, it says she was in her 30s, but she had underlying high risk health conditions.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
High risk. And it's like, okay. Sorry, go ahead, Karen.
Well, I was going to say, have you heard now the latest that they're referring to what's been going on as a syndemic and not just a pandemic?
What the hell's a syndemic?
A syndemic is where there is multiple things going on which exacerbate the pandemic, right? So now because people are, so many people are morbidly obese and they don't take care of their own health. They don't know what to eat. Okay. And the air pollution, there's so much air pollution and people have diabetes. And so this is making people more susceptible to coronavirus. So it's a syndemic.
It's making hurricanes, fires in California. What? The world's going to end in 10 years. I heard it from a senator's mouth.
Search it, Mark. Search it.
Yeah, syndemic. I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, and so now that they want to they're using it as an excuse to try to take more control over the food supply. Like as if, oh, you stupid people, you all don't know how to feed yourselves. Meanwhile, they're telling you lies about what is good for you and what is not good for you. And the FDA is approving all sorts of horrible shit for them to put into this processed food to feed everybody and all these horrible fast food places.
Remember, Karen, the mayor was the one that banned, 32-ounce Cokes and whatnot. Good old New York started to do that at one time.
Right.
Now they're getting an excuse to do it to everybody.
Yeah, so now they don't. But here's the thing, though: they're trying to get rid of farmers because it's not it's not sanitary. It promotes disease, right? These natural farming's not natural. So what we're going to do is we're going to take over the food supply now, and we're going to feed you this lab-grown food. We're going to have insect farms, and we're going to make you high protein, food from insects.
Snowpiercer, good movie.
Yeah, Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of New York, let's bring in one more person. You ready?
Sure.
Let's bring in 845. Ready, 845? The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow
there'll be sun tomorrow. Dude, I always sag because I am so fucking excited, dude. Karen,
Yay.
I will see you tomorrow evening. I will be at your house. Should be there by dinner. And
Who?
I'm a fat bastard, so feed me. Karen.
All right, I'm
leaving tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna make a big giant thing of venison chili. How about that?
I love venison chili. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Good shit.
Cool.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
Zulu
Awesome.
will be
I
on
can't fucking
his
wait.
way in less than 12 hours.
That's right. He'll be there, so I will not. Because wherever Zulu goes, I
Yeah.
cannot, evidently.
He'll be one of the first people there.
Why aren't you coming, Master?
Because Zulu's going. Remember, he went to the North Carolina conference. I didn't. I went to Dallas. He didn't. He's there, so I can't go.
Listen.
You can't be in the same spot, same time.
Why? Are you the same person?
Maybe.
There'll be a nuclear explosion. Great
I'm
minds. Can't
I'm
be
the
in same
earlier
area.
version of Zulu. I'm the before. He's the after.
Yeah, right. Oh my god. Too funny. Too funny. Holy crap. I am so freaking stoked. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I don't even know if I'm going to sleep. I'll get like probably 5 hours and then I'll be on the road. And I'll take my
I
time.
do got to ask Mr. Sargent something. At this conference, Karen, I want you to count how many people Mark has them touch his hands. I want you to count how many it is.
What?
Oh, they're so baby
What am I
soft.
supposed to follow him around?
Yes, you are.
I'm not. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't
What?
nobody got time
Shaking
for
hands?
that.
Are you kidding?
Not shaking hands, how you always introduce. Feel my hands. You do.
Oh, because my hands are so soft.
Killing
yeah.
me. They are.
Yeah.
I know
My-
Mark's hands are so soft. I felt Mark's hands are very soft. I know they're soft. He's probably going to solicit to a bunch of females at the conference for them to feel his hands and how soft they are.
Not stupid.
I
What
would
do you
give
I-
$1 to any woman whose hands are softer than mine. There you go.
There you go. There you
I
go.
know that
Not
doesn't
giving away any
necessarily-
dollars, ladies. Let me just tell you, his hands are very soft.
buttery soft. I know that doesn't really promote my manliness like Karen's boyfriend. Beardly McRib dabs.
Ted, I can't wait to see Ted tomorrow. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm not gonna sleep, and I'm gonna have to keep telling myself, don't drive 100, don't drive 100.
Wait, did
oh my god.
Did Ted shave his beard?
He did, but it grew back.
Oh,
In a day,
because
right?
I already had a backup
Wow,
name
who
for
knew?
him. If he shaved his beard, I was going to call him John Line McGun Show.
Oh my goodness.
But nope,
Holy
that's
shit.
Beardly McRib dabs. That's fine.
Hey, I got a quote real quick before cut me off. Real
What?
quick.
What?
There there are friends, there is family, and then there are friends that become family. And that's how I feel about all you guys. For real, dude.
Yeah.
And it's that was good housekeeping. I don't know who wrote it, but I saw it. I was like, that's good, because I'm telling you, I met all these people from your show, Mark. I mean, the fault. I blame you 100%.
Thank you.
I met everybody through you. It's the best freaking thing. Best freaking thing.
Very, very cool.
I need help to get through this nonsense.
Well, drive safe, Zulu. Might as well stay to the end because we only have 90 seconds and the show's over. Drive safe.
Right.
I will see you, of course, Friday morning.
And I'm not making Dottie go.
No, Dottie
That
wants
was funny.
to go.
Yeah, she wants me. No, to pick up Mark at the airport. I mean.
Oh, why wouldn't she want to go?
I don't know. I want to sleep. It's early.
Yeah, she'd want to sleep.
Why
I got to get up.
you get in, Mark?
I'm flying. I'm taking
morning.
the red eye. I land at like 8 a.m.
Oh, 8 a.m. is not that bad.
Well.
Yeah, I can make him wait till 11. Fuck it.
Hey, I sent you my itinerary, right?
Yeah, I totally will be there. We'll be good. We'll get you. You'll be good.
All right, and I've got your phone number just in case, and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Plus, somebody's gonna have to talk to.
So Zulu, you and everybody, y'all are gonna be at the park the day before, right? For the meetup the day before.
Correct. I have to grab Nathaniel at the airport at 5, so we'll be at the park around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have to go to get Nathaniel.
No, you can take Mark.
You don't.
With us, right?
Yeah.
You know the airport and all that stuff is just a few minutes away, Zulu. You can bring everybody to the park, and when Nathaniel shows up, just go pick him up. Everything's within minutes of each other.
Hey! Show's ending.
Show's ending. Good.
So,
all right,
all right. Love you guys.
Wait.
To Dottie's World.
Yep. Shout out to Dottie's World. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Come.
Good night, Zulu.
Say goodnight, Master Gunner.
Die.
And we'll hopefully be back next week. Same flat time, same flat channel. Be safe out there if you're going to the conference. And yeah.
Can't wait to see all you people.
Well, hell yeah.
Yes.